Hello my beautiful nail babes and nail friends, welcome back to the channel where I am Miss Lena, also known as the Nail Authority. And today, guess what people, you see these few little top coats? We are going to do some tests on some top coats. I kind of know a couple of them that work, but I'm not sure about the other ones, and we are going to see which of these matte top coats work best for isolated chrome. As you see, isolated chrome has been like everywhere, especially if you are into nuance nails or Korean or Japanese style nails. So I want to show you a couple of different top coats, and I want to test them out because yeah, I got some things we ought to show you. So if you are brand new, thank you so much for coming to the channel. If you're old beginner, you know that I love you so very much and appreciate you coming on back. So guess what people, without further ado, guess what we are about to do, and that is dive right into the video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so today we are going through matte top coats. Okay, so I am doing this for you all because isolated chrome tends to be a thing. So my nails are trash, but I'm gonna still show you what it is because they're all grown out, so hopefully we can get a little focus in. I think I'm as far down focused as I can get, but pretty much isolated chrome, as you see here, is those areas where you can put chrome on certain parts of the nail. Like I said, nails are trashed to the hilt, people, okay, because I am a working nail tech, so I hit my nails a lot. I actually work on automobiles and stuff like that, so of course they get trashed. Nevertheless, I can tell you what holds up and what doesn't hold up. So today we're going to go through these top coats, and so let me tell you which ones I actually have here, and then we're going to test them. Okay, the thing that I am looking for, that I am testing for, is which of these these matte top coats will work with isolated chrome, where the chrome will not stick to the matte part of the nail. Okay, that part drives me crazy. And so there are a myriad of price points on these products here, and so let me go through them so that you can see what they are and how much they are. So this is right here, this is the Cocoa and Clear matte top coat. To be honest with you, I really actually love this top coat for stamping because it doesn't pit. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's pretty much when you try to swipe the polish over area and it'll look like it's either drawing back or it doesn't cover everywhere. And with stamping, if you don't have the right top coat, you will go to cure it and it'll look like the polish is in some areas and not in others. So I do like the Cocoa and Clear for stamping. I'm interested to see whether or not chrome will stick to it when doing isolated chrome designs. Okay, this ranges around about $18. You can find it on Clear Jelly Stamper site. Go ahead and you can look in the description box. I do have a discount code for you all that is to Clear Jelly Stamper if you want to pick it up. They also have a wonderful polish line that I do like as well. Secondly, we have the Kaniu what is this, matte top coat. It is a, I believe, yeah, this is a Korean brand. Now, I used to be able to find this on Aliexpress, and now I can't. So I don't know what happened there, that it's no longer on Aliexpress, because I only paid like $9 for this on Aliexpress, and now it seems like all I can find it is at the Luna Beauty store, which is a store that does ship to the United States, because I'm in the United States, for those of you who don't know. And I believe it was something like $18 on their site too, which is really disappointing because, of course, by the time shipping, and hopefully there are no custom charges, you can get it. But it was on Aliexpress, but now it's not anymore. Thirdly, I have the Coupa matte top coat, which is around, it can range anywhere from $8 to $10, usually readily available. Me and getting tongue tied, y'all, give me a minute. Your girl done had to work a 12-hour shift today, so it's like blah, 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 blah. So I'm getting there. But anywho, this is the Coupa matte top coat. It's about $8 to $10 either through Coupa Inc.'s website. You can also find this on Amazon and various beauty supply stores that are on the internet, like Sunshine Beauty Supply, the CA Beauty Supply. Those are just some of the ones, just in case you all don't know where else to shop on the internets. Okay, and last but not least, this is the DVOC, or the DVOK, I know it's DVOC, which is the Korean variant, which is their Zero Matte top coat. I have used this with some success. I'm interested to see if any of all the rest of these will work. Now, this is another pricey one. This one's is about anywhere between $18 to $20. I got this from Sweetie Nail Supply, and you can, you know, use my code authority right here for 10% off at Sweetie Nail Supply. They also carry a host of other Korean and Japanese nail products and that I absolutely love. And you do not need a license to buy any of these top coats. So that's one of the reasons I'm bringing it to you. Okay. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the chroming. All right, we took some time and painted all the top coats and that were on each of the nails. So here is where you need to make sure you understand how to prep the nail properly, okay? After you have polished your nail, you've gone ahead and added your matte top coat, you need to cure. You need to test out your lamp to see how long you need to test your products out for. In my lamp, I have the Koopa Mini Pro Glow, which is a rechargeable lamp, and I did a review for it, so it's up here in the cards. That I put it in the cards here so you can see my review on it. But I usually have to cure anywhere between 90 and to 120 seconds to make sure it's really on there. Now, if I was curing this on top of black, I would definitely do the full 2 rounds of 60 seconds. I would do 120 seconds. The next thing that you're going to do after that is that you're going to take some 100% acetone, okay, and I'll make sure to leave a link for some to my that you can buy on Amazon and that. And then you also want to take a lint-free wipe, okay? All this is a non-woven wipe. I'll make sure to leave you a link to these in my Amazon storefront. This is what I use as my lint-free wipes. You don't need expensive wipes. It's just that I used to use these shop towels like this stuff, these blue paper towel that comes on the roll, cut up into little pieces, but they will still leave pieces of lint behind. So I have had more success using these lint-free wipes and these non-woven wipes that I'll leave a link to down in the description box. The next thing that you want to do is take your lint-free wipe, get a couple pumps of acetone, and then you want to wipe off that top, okay? So we're going to take some time. We're going to wipe off all of the tops of these nails. And this is what you would do. This is what I do when I am also working on a client in that. So I want to make sure I wipe all of it off. Not that it really has a residue because I do use a non-wipe matte top coat, but it is just something about really cleansing that surface with acetone before you get ready to do an isolated chrome design. So there are our nails. Now the product, the chrome in that I'll be using today is just this chrome. I'll link you one to here in my that'll be on my Amazon storefront as well. You can also find these on places like Aliexpress and things like that. I've come to like these compacted chromes because they are less messy, as well as they are easy to thought I wasn't recording there, people. They're less messy and they're easy to travel with and to store for me, okay? So I've gotten away from a lot of the loose chromes. I still have them because I'm using everything I bought, baby. I'm not wasting no monies over here. Y'all see how expensive things is? Life done really got expensive. I'm like, yeah, these powers that be really want you to pay to survive out here in these streets, and they suck, okay? Suck monkey balls. Anytime you're at the grocery store and you be like, what am I eating? Like, I done got to the point I am eating what's on sale for the week because they have gotten absolutely out of control. Do you hear me? All right. Okay, now for the isolated chrome design, it is important. A lot of people like to use just regular black gel polish, okay? You want to use some type of no wipe gel for this, okay? There are some manufacturers. Cocoas has one that I do have in my collection. I also have this this Pala, which is a black no wipe, almost like a nuage gel, because you can leave and build a little bit more texture in that. But you need something that is no wipe for the chrome to be able to stick onto, okay? So I want to show you something else that you can use to get chrome to stick to, okay? These are inexpensive options in that you can buy, and I want to make sure that I'm able to show you what is available to you, especially based on your price point, because this palette chrome is by First Street. It's by a Korean brand. This one I think was like, I don't know, $11 or $12. Comes in a very small, like 4-gram tube, but I like this because it will hold whatever design it is that you're painting on the nails. You see here, I done dipped out into it and stuff like that, and it doesn't level. That's what you want. You want something that's not going to level, especially if you're trying to get some type of texture or something that is on the nail. Something else that I have used, let's move these out of the way, is this is on Amazon. You can also find this on Aliexpress. Is this Beauty Luxe Jelly Gel. It is a very thick, viscous gel. But you have to be careful not to make sure that you don't get this on your skin or anything like that. But I've used this, but the thing with this is that you have to cure it. I can't cure this for more in my lamp for more than 30 seconds. As you see there, you can see it that it's in the jar. It's quite viscous. It holds its shape. It's really good too if you're trying to use trying to get textures on your nail. This is fairly inexpensive. Like this big jar, I think this is a 50-gram jar, and this was probably about $4 or $5 through Amazon. So I'll make sure to leave you all a link as well, because you can use this for like 3D and nuance nail designs and that as well. The thing is that you do have to wipe this one off. You have to wipe this off before you use it, because it leaves a sticky. This is not a no wipe. Something else that you can use, like I'm showing you things that are at different price points, people, okay? One thing that people do use, especially when they're doing 3D designs and that, this is the Gen B non-wipe crazy top. This is in thick. This stuff right here, kind of expensive. I think this one's $37 or $40, and you can find it at Sweetie Nail Supply. You can see the link. As you see, it really doesn't move. It has some viscosity to it. It's not like it's, you know, a super thick gel that doesn't move, but you can use 3D designs. It cures with a no wipe layer that does allow you to chrome over it. So okay, those are different things that you can use at different price points. Now here's what else you need to know about chrome. Anything over black will tend to pop more, okay? You can use other colors, like I also have the palette gel that's here in white. I haven't used this as much. I'm actually going to use it on my next nail set when I do my nails, but as you can see here, it hasn't been used, but it is quite viscous in that as well, and will hold the different shapes. I tend to use black because it makes the chrome pop, okay? All right, so without further ado, let's dive in and get to drawing some semblance of a nail design for isolated chrome for the purposes of said tutorial. All right, for the purposes of this tutorial, people, for those who don't know, I am actually going to use my Wistonia nail art brush. I love these nail art brushes. They come in a 3-piece set. They're like 13 or 14 bucks on Amazon. Again, the link will be in the description box, and they come in a set of 3. They come with caps, so they have short, medium, and long. I usually just take some gel polish and draw on the name on the cap, and then cap it so that I know which one is the short, the medium, and the long. So without further ado, and all of my art skills, I'm gonna go ahead and draw some type of design that would be for isolated chrome. Now you need to know this: you do not have to be perfect, especially when you are trying to do isolated chrome designs and things that are on the nail. I know that my clients and that have also appreciated when I come up with designs and that, to be able to showcase that you are at least trying. So for those of you who will feel like they are really art challenged and they're like, I don't know how to draw, all of this kind of stuff, honey, let me tell you something. Make it your own interpretation until you practice enough and you get to the point in your life where you can duplicate those pictures off of Instagram and those pictures off of Pinterest. But for now, honey, do with what you can. You can be honest with your people when you're doing it. Be like, I can't quite give you that, but I'll give you my interpretation. How about that? So you will have an original design. You have to spin it. Part of being, somebody that is in business for themselves is that you have to market your own stuff. You have to be your own champion, baby, okay? You do. You have to be your own champion. So I am just using the end, it's actually of my cleanup brush, but the end of a dotting tool to just kind of make some little designs to give the isolated chrome a little bit of texture. So we're going to go ahead and cure that. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and draw some type of version of isolated chrome designs on all of these nails in that, okay? Because my biggest thing is I am trying to see, like, if you come up with a design that is on the nails, like I see, I don't have too much about rhyme or reason about how this is going to look, because when it's done, my whole point is to leave some spacing. We're going to ensure that we have some beautiful chrome design when all is said and done. And the reason that I really love this gel in that too is that if you are trying to get like more of an embossed look, which means almost like that elevated 3D nail design on the nail, guess what, people, this will hold its shape. It will hold its shape, so you don't have to worry about whether or not it's going to level out on you. So I am choosing to do each of them just a little bit differently so we can kind of see overall. I want to leave some big spacing because I want to make sure that we are able to determine whether or not this chrome is gonna stick to the matte part of the nail, because that is the part I absolutely hate. And so I am sharing this video with you all because I know what I went through trying to find the right product that chrome wouldn't have to stick, and then I'm not sitting here for 100 hours after my clients' nails are done trying to get the chrome away from the parts before I top coat that we don't want the chrome in. So I am doing these tests and spending all of my money, people, so you don't have to. For those of you that don't know, my previous name used to be Nail Struggles, and I mean, I'm still holding the tagline. Like, I'm trying all the nail things. I'm trying to eliminate your nail struggles, so you don't have to. So you don't have to have any, okay? I'm trying the best I can here, people. So I'm going to go ahead, and all I'm going to do is just circle this a little bit so that we get some kind of design and texture that is into the nail. And I want to ensure that we have something that's space-wise, because I want to make sure that we have a true representation of whether or not this chrome is going to stick. All right, let's go ahead and cure that. All right, and again, for those of you that wanted to know what this is by Pala. This is the Pala gel that is by First Street that you can find at Sweetie Nail Supply. Okay, so like I said, I like this stuff because it does hold its shape. It's not gonna level out on you. You can create those 3D designs and that with it, that will help you be able to make the texture designs and that are on the nail that you can chrome over, because it is no wipe. So the most important thing that you want to make sure is that you are using a no wipe. For me, I have found if I let this cure out at about 30 seconds, that's usually the perfect time for me to be able for it to chrome where it will stick. So here's the test, people. I am going to use the gold, me and my trusty little eyeshadow stick that is over here. And the first one we're going to start with is the Cocoa and Clair. So let's put these to the side. Let's get here. This is for the Cocoa and Clair. We got a little bit of chrome going on here. So let's go ahead and see if we chrome in the little gold area, the areas. Okay, let's go ahead and chrome. And then I'm going to chrome these over with the gold. And then I'm on purpose, because you can, of course, be careful and not get it all over the nail. Of course, you can do that as well, but you know, for the purposes of science today, we're going to get it in on the polish. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to just take a soft, fluffy brush. So I have two different, before I show you this, okay, so I have two different brushes that I use for chrome, okay, to get rid of the chrome on the nail. Most people, they use these types of brushes, okay, these nice big fluffy brushes to rid themselves of chrome. I personally like more so these types of brushes. Like, you can also find them on Aliexpress with their smaller head, but I like this because I like how densely packed it is and how soft it is. And so I'm going to take this, and then let's see if we wipe it away, if it's going to stick. All right. It's sticking a little, and it's actually just kind of spreading itself around. But it's like, hold on, we might have a contender here. When I just kind of take my time and brush. Can you all see that? It's like, it is, but it isn't. It's very little bit has stuck here, and some residue in that's up here, which means I probably would have to do some cleanup even after I brushed it. Okay. All right. So there's the Cocoa and Clair. As we see here, it is a little bit of chrome that's still stuck to the polish, which is, I'm trying to find something to minimize or eliminate that. For some of you that may, you know, maybe you don't have a whole lot of different top coats in that, and you still need a way to be able to clean this up. I have this box here. I bought this from Amazon. I'll make sure, of course, another thing from the Mighty Zon to link, but I like to use these like lipstick cleanup brushes. You can use this, you can dip this in a little bit of acetone, and then for the purpose of me, I have a pump bottle. And all you're gonna do is you want to make sure that it's not soaked, people. Don't make sure it's not soaked again. And then I like to, you know, sometimes soak it and then tap it off on a little bit of a lint-free wipe, and then you can use this to kind of like clean up where that chrome is. So it's not terrible. You can still clean it up, you know, and get it off, but I'm trying to find a way to be able to eliminate this step. Okay, so you see there's a Cocoa and Clair, has minimal, you know, chrome sticking to it. All right, people, number 2, we are going to try the Kaniu Matte top coat. Okay, so let's go in and let's make sure that we go ahead and chrome these areas for our isolated chrome design. You don't have to wipe this off. All you need to do is, as soon as it comes out the lamp, go ahead and chrome. Now you want to make sure that you are thorough in taking your whatever choice of tool, whether it's your finger or in this case I'm using an eyeshadow applicator stick, and make sure you're rubbing it in there that all the black parts are being covered up. So I'm on purpose get a little bit here on the top coat and things like that. All right, so let's use our little trusty brush here to see whether or not the chrome is going to brush away. Okay. All right. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Can you all see that? Not bad at all. Left a little bit, but not terrible. If I had to, I could, you know, clean it up a little bit and be able to still make it work for me where it's not too much chroming that over the nail. It has a little bit, probably a little bit more than I wanted it to, but as you see, I'm just using my little cleanup stick here to clean it up. But as you see, there was still minimal, you know, holding on power of the chrome to the matte top coat. Okay, so that's the Kaniu matte top coat. All right, people, number 3 is the Koopa matte top coat. So let's go in here, let's go ahead and chrome this baby over. Chromey chrome. And as we see, you know, you can chrome on top of the Koopa matte top coat as well. I usually don't have too many problems not being able to chrome over you know, polishes, and with the matte top coat being down, my problem is it sticking to the chrome. All right, so this time I'm gonna use this big fluffy brush to see if it's gonna make a difference. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's try to brush away the chrome. I still see where it kind of dispersed the chrome around on the nail. So we're still going to try this. We should have just kept it the same. Let's go ahead and brush this off. All right, again, not terrible, but you know, I still see a little bit on there, but not as much as but not really that much. So we're gonna just still go ahead and clean it up a little bit, because you know, why not? Okay. But as you see in the corners and things like that, in the little crevices, the chrome doesn't brush away. So I'm gonna say with the Koopa top coat, it really does stick in those crevices, and that's what we are trying to avoid here. So we're gonna leave that. And last but not least, we have the Devox Zero matte top coat. Okay, so let's go ahead, chrome that over. Get really good on those spaces in between. Trying to really cover up all that black. I intentionally get a little bit here on the matte top coat. Take my time to really buff it in there, because I don't want to have any black spots, because I'm telling you, if you don't, your clients will notice. They'll be like, oh, I see that little itty bitty teeny tiny little 0.7235927 millimeter worth of black in the corner, and they will let you know that. Okay, they will. All right, there we go. We kind of like intentionally got it a little bit on the chrome, and now let's see if we can brush it away. Okay. Okay, people. I would have to say, all right, and then maybe give it a little swoosh, and I have honestly minimal fallout. I don't know if you all can see that, like even in the little crevices and things like that, it's minimal holding power. Up, and see, I did exactly what I told you. You all got to be careful. That 0.732 millimeters worth of black that was showing, got to get in there and chrome that baby good. All right, let's go ahead and try to wipe it off. And look at that. A little bit, but not terrible. Again, I'm gonna just clean up a little bit on the inside, because you know, why not? But I noticed that it's not 100% sticking to all the little crevice holes and things like that. All right, so I cleaned it up on the outside, but my point was to go ahead and we will be looking at all of these top coats to determine whether or not chrome would actually stick to them. So when we kind of look through at them, then they're not really bad contenders when we look at them, and especially when it comes to looking at the crevices and things like that. All right, so I'm going to rank my choices here. Okay, I am probably going to say that my number 1 is the D-Box Zero Matte. Then number 2 is probably going to be the Kaniu. Number 3 is going to be the Cocoa and Clear, and last would probably be the Kaniu Matte top coat. I noticed a lot more, there's a little bit more sticking in that I'm seeing in the crevices, in that's more than what I see in the other top coats. But it's still not terrible, people, okay? Because especially since a lot of these places, like, they have, you know, higher price, you know, carts that you have to purchase from in order to get free shipping and things like that. And I can understand if you're on a budget and you're trying to make some things work, the Kaniu is still a very, very great option, and if you're trying to do isolated chrome in that too. So yeah, those are my options, people. So if I had to rank them, we have to go number 1, number 2, number 3, and then number uno 4. Okay, all right, people, so that's enough of this video. My parting words for today are: continue to try things that will increase your life. And what I mean by that is that maybe now is the time for you to read a book. Go work out if you need to. Go take a walk around the block. Maybe you need to even change your career. Okay, you got to continue to try things. Okay, this is why I love learning. I love continuing to try things, because you know why? You never stop. I don't want you all to ever stop learning. Please don't ever get tired of learning. I almost feel like you almost die if you get tired of learning. So don't get tired of learning. Nevertheless, people, those are my words of wisdom for today. And you know what it is that I'm about to say, and it's this: life is too short to have boring nails. So don't. And we're out.